Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel for this evening's matchup of the Boonville Lumberjacks taking on your Saugerties Stallions. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. AJ, what do we have to look forward to in this matchup?
Seeing the second matchup of the season, Boonville coming to Saugerties. In the first one, we saw Saugerties go to Boonville in a 20-3 win. Originally, we're losing 2-1 in the bottom of the second. Then comes the top of the third and an outrage of runs, ending in a 20-3 9-inning game.
Absolutely dominant win for the Stallions the last time these two faced off. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Lumberjacks batting lineup here tonight. Leading off for the Lumberjacks will be Ethan Acevedo playing center field, number 29. Batting second will be number 24, Josh Braxton, designated hitter tonight. Batting in the 3-hole, number 11, Carter Story, the shortstop. In the cleanup spot is number 34, Alan Hernandez, the first baseman. In the 5th hole, number 9, Hugo Conhurst, the extra hitter tonight. In the 6th hole, number 32, Jax Miller, the right fielder. Batting 7th, number 13, Charlie Pelliser playing second base tonight. In the 8th hole, number 5, Garrett Lineberger, the third baseman tonight. Batting in 9th, number 22, Josh Lopez playing left field. And rounding it off for the Lumberjacks is number 6, Josh Cuniff, the catcher. Looks like we're all set to get started here. We'll have Ethan Acevedo leading it off tonight. And the first pitch from Neglia tonight, ball outside.
Taking a look at Neglia this season so far, we've saw him in 3 games so far, starting 2 of those with a win and a loss, putting up a 5.4 ERA in 10 innings pitched, so an effective pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, he's had a very solid season, although he does lead in hits given up and runs given up for the Stallions this season, as well as earned runs. The batter, Acevedo, at the plate is currently batting a .231 this season. He has 1 RBI, 5 walks, and 7 stolen bases as well. Neglia into a quick 3-0 count here. Let's see if he can battle back. The 3-0 from Neglia. He finds a curveball for strike 1.
We've seen lots of troubles by the Stallions pitching staff these past few games with walks and runners on base, just having trouble finding the zone.
The 3-1 from Neglia. Swung on and missed. 3-2 count. This will be the first full count of the night, as it is the first batter of the night. The 3-2 from Neglia. Swung on and missed by Acevedo. The first strikeout of the night for the Stallions and the first strikeout of the night for Neglia.
Exactly what the Stallions needed, a strikeout to start the game. No reason to have the first runner on when you have such an effective defense behind you.
And Neglia doing a good job there of battling back. He started that at bat 3-0, and he came back and struck him out. And that'll bring to the plate tonight's designated hitter, Josh Braxton. First pitch to Braxton is taken for a strike.
Looking like Neglia finding his zone perfectly. Him and Manley getting along great behind the plate.
Yeah, Braxton this year is batting a .444. He has 3 RBIs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 3 stolen bases. As Neglia deals strike 2. Neglia shakes off twice. Here comes the 0-2. Low in the dirt, just in front of the plate. Manley doing a good job blocking that one.
Casey, talking about the blocking, these past few games we've seen Manley, Blackmore, and Anderson before he got injured doing a great job settling in behind the plate, blocking the ball, and making the pitchers more confident to throw that off-speed pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I'll highlight is Blackmore has improved over the year a tremendous amount. As the 1-2 is lined over there to Anthony Marcano, he'll field it and get him out of first base. Great play there from Anthony Marcano.
Last game at home against Glen Falls on Saturday. We saw McIntyre at first as well, doing an amazing job at first, acting as a brick wall, scooping anything that comes his way. His outfielders, infielders, everyone trusts him at the bag.
And that'll bring the shortstop, Carter Story, to the dish. Neglia's first pitch to Story. Curveball taken on the inside corner for ball 1.
Story this season, 269 average coming in. He also pitched 1/3 of an inning, giving up 2 hits and striking out 2 in a 12-2 loss against Oneonta.
A little bit of a two-way player, huh? As the second pitch to Story is swung on and missed, evening the count at 1-1. Carter Story, his last game was against Mohawk Valley. He went over 4 in that one with 1 RBI. The 1-1 is swung on and missed in the dirt, making the count 1-2. Neglia looking to retire the side in order.
Seeing the off speed this first inning from Neglia, he's trusting it. He's trusting Manly's going to get right behind there on the 3rd strike and making the easy play to first, if that's the case here.
The 1-2. Curveball swung on, hit deep to left field. Ford is under it. He's got it for out number 3. Easy 1-2-3 inning for the Stallions in the top half of the first. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. Saw a very good inning from Marcelo Neglia in that in the top half of the first.
Saw minimal pitches on pitches that he knew the defense would make, letting just contact come to him in a way where the defense is just there for him.
And now let's take a look at that Saugerties Stallions batting lineup. Leading off for the Stallions tonight will be Mike Cuello, the right fielder, number 22. Batting in 2 hole will be number 5, Nate Manley, the catcher. In the 3 hole, number 23, Ethan Conrad, designated hitting tonight. In cleanup spot will be number 36, Byram Hott, playing shortstop. Batting in the 5 hole, number 3, Matt McIntyre, playing first base. Followed up by Justin Ford, playing left field tonight, number 12, in 6 hole. Then it'll be number 21, Anthony Marcano, from playing third base. He's in the 7 hole. In the 8 hole, number 2, Mario Travella, playing second base tonight. And in 9 hole, number 37, Ben Williams, extra hitter. And finishing up for the Stallions in the 10 hole, number 10, Evan Dieter at center field. And now let's take a look at the Lumberjacks defense. The outfield from left to right will go Lopez, Acevedo, and Miller. At the hot corner will be Lineberger. Playing short will be Story. Second base, Pelliser, Hernandez at first, Cuniff behind the plate, and Quinn Oliver will be your pitcher tonight. Looks like we're all set to get started here in the bottom of the first. Cuello steps in.
Cuello this season having a little trouble at the bat, batting a 1.79 with no home runs, but definitely doing his job about bringing the runners in.
First pitch to Cuello is a fastball high for ball 1.
Looked like a higher pitch from over here, Casey, one that Cuello obviously didn't like first pitch.
Excuse me, I think I said ball 1. That was actually called a strike. Second pitch to Cuello is fouled right over the Lumberjacks dugout. The count will go to 0-2.
Coach Doobie and Coach Colin Martin were telling us that Cuello's been in the facility doing training, doing all types of drills just to improve the hitting. Hadn't seen the ball great these past few games.
The 0-2 to him is high for ball 1. Yeah, Cuello had a rough night last night. He went 0 for 3 strikeouts in Glens Falls. But 2 nights ago, I think he was our player of the game. So he's seen the ball well sometimes. He's still struggling to be consistent.
Player of the game going 2 for 4, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs. Really solidifying the win for us here against Glen Falls on Saturday.
Exactly. Cuello now in a 2-2 count. Oliver looking in for the sign. He gets it. The 2-2 to Cuello. fouled down the first baseline. Yeah, Cuello leads the team in strikeouts this year for the Stallions with 13. Really just looking to build off of that and lower those numbers. As the 2-2 is in there, bottom half of the zone for strike 3. First strikeout of the night for Quinn Oliver.
Quinn Oliver, we saw so far 2 times in the PGCBL 24 summer season, putting up a win, no losses, and a 4.5 ERA with 8 innings pitched and 9 strikeouts. So an efficient pitcher on the mound.
And that'll bring to the dish Nate Manley, the catcher tonight for the Stallions. Manley's only played 4 games for the Stallions, got here about a week and a half ago. He's batting a .417, 3 runs, an RBI, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts so far. The first pitch to Manley. Swung and fouled. Almost hit the first base coach there, I believe.
To talk about Manley, also a very effective hitter on Saturday, the same as Cuello, putting up 3 RBIs, just doing a job behind the plate and at the bat, a two-way player.
Oliver settles in. The 0-1 coming Manley's way. It's high for ball 1. Manley, the Wright State product. Oliver comes set, delivers the 1-1. It's low for ball 2. A really close pitch there.
Casey looking very similar to the strike 3 pitch to Cuello there, on which he got punched out on. Trying to find the zone here as the Stallions are trying to figure out what it's going to be like for the rest of the game.
Oliver comes set, the 2-1. In there for strike 2. Looked like a bit of an off-speed pitch there.
To take a look at Oliver's last start, June 10th against Watertown, in an 8-3 win. He pitched 5 2/3, only giving up 1 run, 5 walks, so a little bit of inconsistency with the pitching, but also had 7 strikeouts. So a pretty great start there for Quinn Oliver, looking to do the same here against a hot offense of the Stallions.
And that will be a tough job because this offense has been hot as of late. They put up 12 runs in the last 2 games before last night. Only 4 last night, though. A bit of a pitcher's duel. Oliver gets the sign. Comes set. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Manley. It's in the dirt. Well before the plate there, making the count 3-2, the second full count of the night.
These past few games, it's been the name of full counts. We've seen 13 last night at Glens Falls, 13 at Albany, 9 against Glen Falls again. And we just kind of see like the overlay of the Stallions going down 0-2 and then fighting back to the 3-2, staying in the at-bat.
Yeah, a lot of full counts puts a lot of pressure on both the hitters and the pitchers in these last few games. The 3-2 to Manley. Swung and lined right to Story at shortstop. Good play from Story. Just putting his glove up and making the catch. And that'll bring to the plate number 23, Ethan Conrad, DHing tonight. The recently committed Wake Forest. He's a rising junior. Went 1 for 4 against Glen Falls last night, an RBI. And a rare strikeout for Conrad last night. Only 4 in the season. The first pitch from Oliver is in there for a strike. Caught the lower third of the zone.
Conrad doing a fantastic job picking apart all pieces of the field, just finding green where it lands and just getting on base.
Yeah, when it finds green, he can really run, as we've come to find out. Already has 7 stolen bases on this year. Second pitch to Conrad is low for ball 1. Yeah, Conrad had a really big game against Boonville the last time they faced. He went 3 for 5 with a home run, a walk, 3 runs, and 4 RBI. So something to highlight here. The 1-1 to Conrad is way upstairs. Was not able to be handled by Cuniff. Went off the backstop.
Oliver just having a hard time grasping the idea of throwing one down the middle. He knows the damage that could be done, the efficiency that can happen in one pitch from Conrad, and then coming up next is another efficient hitter. So he has to really settle down and find the pitch he wants to use right now.
Definitely a hitter you don't want to make a mistake to, as he leads the PGCBL in home runs. He hits the 2-1 over to left field there. Lopez is under it, and he'll make the grab. And easy 1-2-3 inning for the Dragons and Quinn Oliver. We're going to step aside here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. AJ, we've seen a pitcher's first inning so far.
Similar to what we saw a few weeks ago in Boonville, still tied after the first inning, but then going into the second, going to the third, a massive lead there for the Stallions. The bat started to get hot. We saw a home run from Matt McIntyre, Byram Hott, and Ethan Conrad in that one game, putting them on top, and like I said, a 17-run win.
Yeah, they did a very good job in that first game against Boonville. I mean, they put up 8 runs in the bottom of the ninth, which is something you don't see very often. So hopefully they continue the success against Boonville here tonight. As we're set to get started here in the top of the second, starting it off for the Lumberjacks here will be Alex Hernandez playing first base tonight. Hernandez went 1 for 3 in his last game against Mohawk Valley with 1 run and 1 walk. Neglia's first pitch to Hernandez. Like a curveball, swung on and grounded to Marcano at third base. He'll field it and make the play at first base.
Marcano, a reliable corner man right at third. Anything that's coming his way, 100% effort, and he's going to put the throw there. It really just depends on McIntyre making the play, and which is a consistent yes.
It's second put out tonight for Marcano, and a good glove and also a very good bat. So a two-way play over there at third base. And that'll bring to the dish Hugo Conhurst, the extra hitter tonight for the Lumberjacks. Neglia's first pitch to Conhurst. Curveball in the dirt. We've seen a lot of curveballs here early from Neglia.
Conhurst, the 6'2", 205 from Mineral Area College. A consistent hitter, batting .314 over 35 at-bats with 5 RBIs, a man that's reliable on base.
And Neglia's 1-0 pitch is a curveball again, swung on and missed. Yeah, Conhurst in his last game went 0 for 2 with a walk, a run, and a strikeout. The 1-1 is fouled off, hit Conhurst in the foot. It'll be 1-2.
Casey, we keep on going back to the curveball, the changeup, the inside fastball. Neglia's just doing a job to get him off the bases and just let the defense make plays. We've seen plays all around these first 2 innings, a few strikeouts, just being consistent at the mound.
Exactly that. Neglia's 1-2 curveball popped up to the right side there. McIntyre's under it, and he'll make the grab in foul territory for out number 2.
Bring up that point again, just letting the defense make the plays. He's a contact pitcher, but in a way he makes flyouts and groundouts. You rarely see any doubles in the gap from Neglia because he's so efficient on the pitches he chooses for each batter.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Nasty Nestor. Not going to beat you with velocity, he's going to beat you with his stuff. And that's exactly what he's done here tonight so far. And now batting for the Lumberjacks beat Jax Miller. The first pitch to Miller is swung on, a low fastball there.
Taking a look at Miller for the season, a high 200 hitter, batting 278 over 36 at-bats, a triple, 2 doubles, and 11 RBIs. So an efficient lefty batter at the plate.
As Neglia gets to an 0-2 count here, the swing and miss from Miller. Neglia working very efficiently here in the first 2 innings. Here comes the 0-2 to Miller. Curveball outside, just missed the plate, and that'll make the count 1-2. Neglia's ready. Here comes the 1-2 to Miller. In there, strike 3, and Neglia is rolling here early. The Lumberjacks go down quietly, and we're going to take a break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Saugerties. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. Marciano Neglia finding a groove here early, AJ.
Yeah, we see him pitch 2 innings so far, giving up no hits, no runs, no one even on base yet. We saw 2 ground balls from Arcano making fantastic plays, a fly out to McIntyre, and some more plays just to make it simple for him so far.
They're doing a good job getting a lot of weak contact, and already 2 strikeouts here early for Marciano Neglia. Kicking it off in the bottom of the 2nd inning for the Stallions will be number 36, Byram Hott, the shortstop tonight, and the recent Louisville commit. In Byram Hott's last game at Glens Falls, he went 0 for 3 with an RBI, and he got hit by a pitch.
Checking on the season so far, though, he's batting a 289 with a home run and 11 RBIs. He's a man with someone a runner in scoring position. You can guarantee he's going to try his best to bring him in.
Yeah, lots of speed over there from Byram Hott. As the first pitch to Byram Hott is grounded to Story at short, and he'll field it and make the first out of the bottom of the 2nd. And that'll bring to the plate Matt McIntyre. McIntyre is playing first base tonight. McIntyre played he played 2 nights ago against Glens Falls. And that one he went 1 for 4 with 1 run and 1 RBI and 1 strikeout. All we're looking for the sign. He comes set. The first pitch to McIntyre. Fastball outside for ball 1.
McIntyre, one of the hottest hitters we saw at the beginning of the season, slowly digressing as he's just having trouble finding exactly the pitch he wants. This is a perfect game for him to get 3-4 hits and get right back on track for tomorrow.
As the 1-0 to McIntyre's fouled out of play, evening the count at 1-1. McIntyre digs in, and we're set for the 1-1 pitch here from Quinn Oliver. Oliver comes set. Delivers in the dirt for ball 2. Stallions doing a good job of staying disciplined again here early. They've been disciplined all year. 2-1 to McIntyre. Swung on, grounded up the middle for a base hit. First hit of the night for the Stallions. First hit all game. And
Casey, that's exactly what we talked about before. 3, 4 hits, and he's right back on track for the next 10 games. One right up the middle, a hitter's hit.
And that'll bring to the plate the left fielder tonight, Justin Ford. Justin Ford played in that Glens Falls home game 2 nights ago. He went 2 for 3 with 2 runs, an RBI, and a walk. Very solid game from Justin Ford. First pitch to Ford is a fastball in there for strike 1.
Looking at Ford's overall seasons, though, Casey, one of the highest averages on the team at a 357. Put one in the gap against Albany, resulting in a triple, and just get singles poking around the field.
Yeah, he's been very solid all season. Here's the 0-1 to Ford. It's in there for strike 2. And he got the season started off hot. He started off the season hot. Second game against Boonville, he went 3 for 5. He had a run and 2 RBIs in that one. Oliver comes set for the 0-2 pitch. Oh, checks on McIntyre at first base. McIntyre is safe.
Oliver doing a good job getting ahead of the Stallions right now. Stallions not liking the first or second pitch going into a strike. They're going to have to start unloading on it fast to get ahead of him.
Yeah. It's the 0-2 to Ford, excuse me, is fouled back right above the Lumberjacks dugout.
And Casey, judging on these past few pitches, few batters, we've seen mostly fastballs.
Yeah, he's pounding the zone with fastballs, which is, I don't know if it's a setup for their second time the order comes through so he can use off-speed pitches more as he checks on McIntyre at first again.
Keeping a look on McIntyre, making sure there's no stolen bases. The Stallions had at least 8 stolen bases against Boonville. Not trying to repeat that again here.
McIntyre has 0 stolen bases on the season so far, so making sure he doesn't get his first. The 0-2 fouled off down the third base side. It's going to go out of play. Ford digs in, ready for the 0-2 pitch. Oliver takes a look over there at McIntyre first base. He comes set. The 0-2 is once again fouled on the third base line. It's going to go into the bullpen for the Lumberjacks.
Ford didn't get a ton of reps at his time at Seton Hall this season. He was a freshman going into a rising sophomore next year, but his high school accolades superior. Batted a .634, Section 1 leader in average, and that's one of the ways he got his way to Seton Hall, a very talented player.
Yeah, you mentioned leads the section in average. It'd be hard not to lead the average with a .634 batting average. And that's the third throwover we've seen on McIntyre here. The 0-2 pitch to Ford. Low and away for ball 1.
Not too much use of the changeup so far. A great changeup by Oliver there, starting at the middle of the zone and then just breaking at the last second, causing trouble for any Stallions batter.
Yeah, it's going to cause a lot of trouble for the right-handed hitters as it breaks away, as you mentioned. The 1-2 to Ford, once again low and away. So try it again there, but the same result. McIntyre leads off first. Oliver comes set, and he checks on McIntyre again for the 4th time.
Almost got away there from Hernandez, the 4th time in this just one batter. Obviously showing concern over there on a man who has no stolen bases this year.
It's very interesting to see why he's checking on him so much. As the 2-2 to Ford is fouled to the left side. And we'll do it again. Ford digs in for another 2-2 pitch. Oliver comes set. He delivers. Inside for ball 3. Ford doing a really good job of battling in this one. The 3rd full count of what happened there. Did it hit him?
Looking like it hit him there on the inside part of the arm there. Couldn't get a great view from up here, but down there, home plate umpire says hit by pitch.
A very delayed call there for a hit by pitch. But hey, the Stallions will take it. That'll bring Anthony Marcano to the dish. Anthony Marcano playing third base tonight. We've seen 2 good plays from over there tonight. In his last game last night, he went 1 for 3 against Glens Falls, and he got hit by a pitch and also stole a base.
Another player that's just finding the green, batting a .321 with a home run and 8 RBIs. And let me tell you, that home run, probably the longest ever recorded in StatCast history at Cantine Field.
It was a bomb over that field, or over that tree, in left center field. First pitch to Marcano is in there for strike 1.
Just off observation from up here in the booth, Oliver giving a lot of fastball first pitches, something that the Stallions the second time round or even the bottom of the order have to pick up now.
Yeah, he's using that fastball a lot. The 0-1 to Marcano. Oh, it's fouled up to the first base side. Hernandez trying to make a play on it, and he does. A really good play there from Hernandez, snagging the ball over the fence, but Matt McIntyre will advance to third base on the tag.
McIntyre with the heads-up play, because if a soft grounder gets into the outfield, he scores automatically now instead of a trouble where there's a chance of him getting thrown out at home.
Yeah, any base hit here will score Matt McIntyre from third base, and that'll bring up Mario Travella to the dish. Mario Travella, his last game was in Albany. He went 1 for 4 with that one, And the first pitch he sees is fouled off to the right side.
Travella also seeing the ball very well, batting a .321 with a home run. His home run being in his first game at Oneonta. A curveball, hung, smacked it over the fence. Also supporting 8 RBIs this year.
Yeah, that was the first home run of the Stallion season, and we didn't expect it from him with Ethan Conrad and Byron Hahn in the order. Excuse my voice crack. Second pitch to Travella is fouled back, making the count 0-2. Quinn Allward looking to get out of the jam. Allward comes set with the 0-2. Ford leads off first. He's going to steal. There is no throw. Stolen base for Justin Ford, and the Stallions have runners on second and third.
No reason for Cuniff to throw the ball there. Hypothetically a bad throw, and they're down 1-0, possibly 2-0 with any more troubles.
Yeah, smart baseball play there from Knuff behind the plate. Here comes the 1-2 to Travella. Swung on a miss. Didn't feel it, though, and Travella realized too late. He'll be tagged out at home plate. The Stallions get 1 hit and strand 2 here in the bottom of the second. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. Through the first 2 innings, we've seen that no runs come across here. AJ, the pitching has been pretty good.
Definitely pitching is doing good. Oliver doing a good job striking out 2. Did give up a hit to McIntyre and then a hit by pitch to Ford. But besides that, it's been a pitcher's duel so far. Hitters having troubles and pitchers doing the job.
And Neglia did face Boonville earlier this year. He pitched 2 innings in that one, gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, and a strikeout. I'd say he's doing better so far here tonight. starting it off for the Lumberjacks here in the third inning will be Charlie Pelliser playing second base tonight. Pelliser's last game, he went 0 for 1 with a run and 2 walks versus Mohawk Valley. The first pitch to Pelliser is a curveball in there for strike one.
The 5'11" rising sophomore, Jacksonville, Florida native, the Daytona State product, having trouble this season, 2 for 13 at the bat with a 154 average.
Yeah, not a very solid start to the season. You don't want to be below 200 at any point in the season, as the second pitch to Pelliser is down low for ball one. Neglia working efficiently. The 1-1. Curveball swung on and missed. Strike two. And again, Neglia is pounding that curveball in there for strikes.
Neglia is sometimes classified as a contact pitcher. Right now, he's doing the job between the pitcher and the catcher.
He's doing a good job getting a lot of swings and misses on that off-speed pitch. As the 1-2 is low in the dirt for ball two.
Having a pitching coach like Rich Doobie really enhances the curveball, the off-speed, and the fastball control and trust, because he gives you the tips and tricks he would give to MLB players.
Yeah, that's just the kind of opportunity you get here in Saugerties. As the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Marciano's third strikeout of the night, and he's dealing right now. And after that strikeout, that'll bring Garrett Lineberger to the dish. The University of Fort Lauderdale product, rising sophomore. In Lineberger's last appearance, he played against Oneonta, went 0 for 3 with a strikeout in that one. The first pitch to him will be a ball. Now when you're ready, here comes the 1-0 to Lineberger. Swung on and hit down the line. First hit of the night for the Lumberjacks, and Lineberger around first, and he'll decide to stay there.
Great job by Ford there, cutting it off at the perfect angle, solidifying it from a double to a single. And Lineberger just got his first hit of the season. It took 14 at-bats, but on the 15th at-bat, finally gets a hit.
Finally getting his first hit here in the 7th game played of the season. Let's see what Neglia could do with the runner on first for the first time tonight. And that'll bring to the plate Josh Lopez. He's playing left field tonight. In his last appearance against Mohawk Valley, he went 1 for 4 with a run and a strikeout. Neglia is switching balls here, not liking that one. Neglia looks at Lineberger first, comes set, deals the first pitch to Lopez. He flies that to Ford out there and left. He's under it. He'll make the grab. And the second out of the inning for the Stallions.
A grounder to Ford and now a fly ball to Ford. Ford just locking down left field. Nothing gets behind him, and he does a great job solidifying, like we said, doubles to singles, triples to doubles, and just makes the out when it needs to be.
Yes, it's the third ball hit to Ford tonight. He's done a good job out there in left field. And that'll bring up the number 10 hitter for Josh Cuniff. Or that is Josh Cuniff, excuse me, for the Lumberjacks. He's a catcher tonight. In Cuniff's last appearance against Albany, he went 0 for 2 with 1 run. The first pitch is in there for strike one, another curveball.
Joshua Cuniff, the 6-foot junior, weighs about 200 pounds, 1 for 6 at the plate this season, hasn't seen a ton of at-bats yet.
The 0-1 to Cuniff is fouled back over the backstop. And that'll make the count 0-2. Nelly looking to get out of the inning and strand Lineberger at first base.
We've seen a lot of 0-2, 1-2 counts from Neglia, just getting ahead, locating the fastball, and even locating the change and the curveball for strikes as well.
When you're getting ahead early, it makes pitching so much easier. The 0-2, down and away for ball one. As a pitcher in high school, my coach always talked about having the first pitch strike because it opens up so much more as a pitcher. And it's very important that Neglia is doing a good job of that tonight because he's going to be able to go longer in this ball game because of that. As the 1-2 is lined into center field, Dieter's got it. And the Lumberjacks are in business here with runners on first and second.
A similar hit to Matt McIntyre, just up the middle, doing a job. And
so Neglia's first test of the night with runners in scoring position. And it'll be the top of the order, Ethan Acevedo from playing center field tonight. In Acevedo's first at bat, he went down with a strikeout.
Acevedo, like you just said, 0 for 1 with Marciano's first batter, first K. 231, 5 walks, and an RBI. So the walks kind of giving me the reason why he's batting first today.
Because the average certainly doesn't make sense. Top of the order, 231. Marciano will step on the rubber. Looks in for the sign. He gets it, comes set. Checks Lineberger at second base. Deals the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Low pitch there. Strike one. And again, Marciano Neglia getting ahead of the batters early. He deals the 0-1. Swung and missed again. 0-2. Neglia looking to escape the jam here and strand Lineberger and Cuniff.
Casey, watching a lefty against a righty and pulling your head means he's got him off speed. You got to hit him with the fastball right now.
You're definitely fooling Acevedo so far in this at bat. Here comes the 0-2. And he got him again on the curveball. 3 pitches and a strikeout from Marciano Neglia, and he strands 2 runners. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined here by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. Marciano got into his first jam in that last half inning, but able to get out of it, AJ.
Yeah, we saw Lindenberg get a single, then a fly out to left by Lopez, another single by Cuniff. So we have man on first and second, 2 outs. Neglia shows no fear. He got the job done. Top of the order, Acevedo comes up, strikes him out on 4 pitches.
Yeah, the second strikeout to Acevedo here tonight. Marciano doing a good job with his first real test. As we're all set to go here in the bottom of the third, Ben Williams will lead it off for the Stallions tonight. Ben Williams' last game was in Albany. He went 1 for 4 with 1 run and 1 walk.
Ben Williams having not the best but a great season defensively and finding his way on the offense, batting a 200 over 20 at-bats. But he was the hero against Amsterdam, a rival, and he clutched up when it mattered most.
As the first pitch, Williams seizes fly out to center field, and Acevedo has that one for out number 1. Very quick at-bat there for Williams.
What a great catch there by Acevedo. Ben Williams saw the first pitch, did something unusual today. Swung at the first pitch. The Stallions have not done that a ton today. And look what it did. Hit it to one of the furthest parts of the field, and just a great catch. You got to tip your hat on that one.
Definitely give it a good ride out there. And that'll bring Evan Dieter to the plate, playing center field tonight for the Stallions. We've seen him there a lot this year. Evan Dieter's last game was against Albany. His first pitch to him is down low for ball one. His last game was against Albany. He went 1 for 5 in that one. Not a very strong showing. Looking to turn around here tonight. As though a 1-0 to Dieter. In the dirt for ball 2.
Dieter batting 200 on the year, over 20 at-bats. Very similar to Ben Williams, but one of the best defensive players that the Stallions have.
He's been really good out there in center field this year, tracking down a lot of fly balls. As a 2-0 to Dieter is lined down the right field line. He's thinking about two. He'll stop at first base, and that'll be a single for Evan Dieter.
An outside pitch there for Dieter, sees it, recognizes it, hits it over the first baseman's head, and now gets the top of the order up.
Yeah, very good job of setting up the top of the order. Here comes Mike Cuello, a strikeout looking in his first at-bat tonight. The South Florida State product. The first pitch to Cuello. Outside for ball one. Close pitch to take there for Cuello. All looking for the sign. He's ready. He'll come set. And he'll check over on Dieter there. Would have been out, but the first baseman, Hernandez, did not apply the tag.
Definitely would have been out. Dieter lost his footing and would have caused an out on first, but Hernandez didn't pick that up quick enough.
Yeah, big break there for Dieter. Oliver comes set. He deals the 1-0, and it hits Mike Cuello. He'll get aboard with a hit by pitch.
Second hit by pitch of the day. First one by Ford, and then the next one coming by Cuello. He gets more of those, and the Stallions get runners on base. It's chaos here for Boonville.
It's going to be chaos, especially when you have 2, 3, 4 coming to the dish. Manley, Conrad, and Hott, 3 of our best hitters for the Stallions. In Manley's first at-bat, he lined out to the shortstop, hit on the screws, but unfortunately, Story was right there to make the play. Dieter leads off second. Cuello off first. Here comes the first pitch to Manley. In there for strike one.
Manley, a very consistent hitter for the Stallions so far. Has appeared in 4 games, but in those 4 games batting a .417 with an RBI, a walk, and just doing a job at the plate.
Very solid since he's gotten here in the last 2 weeks or so. The 0-1 to Manley is fouled straight back and off the netting.
There's a reason why Coach Colin Martin decided to put Manley batting second today. He's proven himself so much at the bat that he's capable of any pitcher in the PGCBL so far.
And we see that a lot. Justin Ford this year started off towards the bottom of the order, and he's really proved himself, and he's been able to move up to the 6th hole. Here comes the 0-2 from Quinn Oliver. Down low for ball one. Once again, the Stallions batters just doing a really good job of staying disciplined.
Still no runs here for the Stallions and Boonville. 2 hits apiece. No errors on each side, so a clean game so far.
A pitcher's due up to this point. Here comes the 1-2. That's fouled off. Over in the road, almost hit a car.
2 of the speediest guys on base. You have Dieter at second, Cuello at first. Manley puts one in the gap here. You're scoring 2.
Yeah, you definitely can score 2 with Cuello's speed over that first base. And with Nate Manley's ability to play, it's very possible. As he skies one into shallow center field, Story makes the play. Almost dropped that one.
That's a play that Acevedo should come into the ball, one that he should have called. Story making a trouble play there on the run, backing up, just put his glove out and the ball fell into it. Way more of a safe play if Acevedo calls that off.
Yeah, Acevedo looked like he was playing fairly deep there, so I don't know if he would have had the time to run in and grab that one. And that'll bring up Ethan Conrad. Ethan Conrad flew out to left field in his first at bat here tonight, looking to do some damage with runners on first and second. The first pitch to Conrad is blooped and fouled down the left field line.
Conrad saw his first at bat, a strike down the middle, first pitch. Regretted swinging at it. This at bat, he changed it up, swung at the first pitch.
Yeah, Conrad leads the team in a lot of categories, including average, hits, home runs, RBIs, and that'll do it. But that's still a lot of things to be leading the team in right there, and a lot of productivity from his bat so far this year. And the 0-1 to Conrad. Fouled into the dirt. It'll be 0-2.
Ethan Conrad, a man that puts himself high, wants perfection. We saw at Marist leading NCAA Division I in triples, a 389 average. He wants perfection, and in baseball, perfection's hard.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only sport you can't be perfect. I mean, you can't be perfect in all sports, but it's the hardest sport to be perfect in because you're going three. As he grounds one hard to the left side, it gets in the hole. Dieter coming around to score. Cuello will stop at second base, and the Stallions have their first run of the night thanks to the bat of Ethan Conrad.
Ethan Conrad getting his 15th RBI of the season, leads the Stallions, leads PGCBL, and just a hit to the opposite side, a changeup coming in, waited on it, took it the other way. Story had no chance of getting that one either.
Yeah, not trying to do too much with that one. Down in an 0-2 count, he just pokes to the left side in that hole between third and shortstop. And that'll bring to the plate Byram Hott. Byram Hott in his first at bat, grounded out to the shortstop. First pitch to Byram Hott is high and inside for ball one.
Byram Hott, one of the few Stallions that also swung on the first pitch in the first way around. Didn't go his way, but an aggressive approach to the plate.
I like to see the aggressive approach sprinkled in there. We do have a lot of disciplined hitters, but if you catch a pitcher off guard on the first pitch, hey, why not? The 1-0 to Byram Hott's outside. Kind of tried to catch Ethan Conrad sleeping there at first base, but Conrad was safe.
Given a catcher's perspective up here in the booth, that's a great throw by Cuniff right at the first base, giving Hernandez just a chance to just turn the other way and tag him. Ethan Conrad just being aware.
Yeah, it's always great to have a catcher's perspective up here in the booth. Because I don't catch. And I never wanted to. The 2-0 to Hott is fouled down the right field line. It's going to go into the Lumberjacks bullpen. The count will be 2-1. Conrad on first, Cuello at second base. Hott looking to bring them in and extend the Stallions' lead here in the bottom of the third. Goodall looks in for the sign. He'll come set. The 2-1 to Byram Hott. Cuello and Conrad take off and steal third and second as a strike is called on Byram Hott on the outside corner.
Cuniff confused on where to throw there. Yet a speedy Conrad on his way to second, already halfway down the bag. And Cuello also already halfway down the bag. Had no shot at either runner.
And they both got a really good jump there, and now Byram Hott has a golden opportunity to bring home 2 runs for the Stallions. The 2-2 to Hott. Hit up the middle off of Oliver, and he'll gather himself, make the play to get the out at first base. The Stallions leave 2 on base here in the bottom of the third. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined here by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. The Stallions able to scratch across the first run of the ball game in the last half inning, AJ.
Yeah, just a great job there by the pitching staff. Just doing a job. Oliver saw trouble, had Cuello at third, Conrad at second, with Byram hot at the plate. Not a situation anyone wants to be in. Got out of it, a hard hit or a scary hit right to him, settled it, used his body, and made the play.
Oliver has allowed one run, but he also has left 4 Stallions runners on base early in this one. So good job from him settling down with runners on base.
Taking a look at the last game, again, 20-3. Complete improvement by Boonville so far this game. Doing a great job limiting runs, limiting errors, and limiting hits.
Another improvement I've seen from the Boonville game, Marciano Neglia. A much better start than he had last time against Boonville. Through 3 innings, only giving up 2 hits and no runs. The first batter here in the 4th inning for the Lumberjacks will be Josh Braxton. He grounded out to third base in his first at bat. And the first pitch to him was a strike. Oh. Looks like Marciano Neglia got tripped up there on the mound trying to deliver the 0-1 pitch. Thankfully, no runners on base, so there will be no balk.
No balk.
The 0-1 from Neglia. Bunted down the third baseline. Beautifully placed bunt there by Braxton. And the Lumberjacks have a runner aboard.
A very high IQ play there by Braxton. So Marcano behind the baseline, playing the corner. No one near the baseline. Braxton, a speedy guy, did a job.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Marcano back 2 balls hit his way. And that'll bring to the plate number 11, Carter Story. As Neglia checks on Braxton over at first base. Story tonight has flew out to left field in his first at bat.
We saw last inning a flyout by Manley to him at shortstop, an acrobatic play to get the out.
Yeah, Story pops this one up in the infield. No problem for Terrell there at second base, and the Stallions have the first out of the inning.
1 pitch, 1 out there for Neglia. Let up a bunt the last play, erased it, put it in the paper shredder, and continued on with this next batter.
Put it in the paper shredder. I like that. Yeah, very good job of having a short memory, allowing that hit and then getting a quick out, number 1. Now to the dish will be Alex Hernandez. He grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. The first pitch to Hernandez is high for ball 1.
Hernandez just missing out on a great throw by Cuniff last inning, just not having 100% mental awareness on the base right there. Could have easily had Dieter as he tripped up.
First pitch to Hernandez as Braxton takes off for second base, and he to catch him stealing.
Manley improved his blocking, and that throw was a 1 out by.
You mentioned that Hernandez miscue in that last inning when he could have tagged out Dieter at first base. If he tagged him out there, there's no runs scored for the Stallions last inning, which is huge.
One little thing could be the whole change of a game.
Exactly. Here comes the 2-0 to Hernandez. Curveball just missing the inside corner. It'll be 3-0. The first 3-0 count, or actually no, the second 3-0 count we've seen from Neglia tonight. He started off the game with a 3-0 count and came back and struck out Acevedo. The 3-0 with Hernandez is in there for strike 1. Got a fastball in the upper third of the zone. Hernandez lines that one up the middle for a base knock. Dieter will grab it And that'll bring to the plate Conhurst, excuse me. In Conhurst's first at bat, he popped up to the first baseman over there, McIntyre.
Conhurst, like you said, 0 for 1 on the day, batting a .314 on the season through 35 at-bats. A consistent bat at the plate right now for the Boonville Lumberjacks.
The first pitch to Conhurst is flat out in center field. Dieter coming in. He's not going to be able to grab it. It's going to fall right in front of him. He'll get it on the hop, getting it into Byram Hott and keeping Hernandez at second base. Lumberjacks again, first and second with 2 outs.
As we saw from Hernandez's hit to Conhurst's hit, a repeat in time, a repeat in history, the same exact hit. Neglia just doing a good job keeping it down the middle. Hits come around. Boonville does have 5 hits so far throughout this game, but still 0 runs.
Yeah, they do have 5 hits. Not a lot of hard hits, though. A lot of soft, weak contact, bloopers, and weak line drives. So Neglia's doing a good job of limiting the damage in that aspect. Now this is Jax Miller at the plate. He struck out in his first at bat. First pitch to him is hit on a line foul towards the batting cage on the right, down the right field line.
Miller, early on his first pitch there, Neglia's got to notice that and kind of pick him apart now after seeing just 1 pitch in the at-bat.
Yeah, you mentioned that. If you see early on the first pitch, you go with an off-speed pitch immediately because you know you're going to get a swing and miss. As the 0-1 is high for ball 1 here to Miller.
One of the scarier positions that Neglia has been in today, just seeing 2 runners in scoring position so far this game.
Yeah, he saw this last inning but was able to escape the jam pretty easily. Hopefully he can repeat here. The 1-1 is popped up on the first base side. Manley running after it. It's going to land on top of the Stallions dugout, making it a 1-2 count.
Almost caught it there. If I put an arm out, I could have got it.
I don't think you have that long of an arm, AJ. Unless you're Elastigirl up here. I don't know. Hidden superpower?
I don't think so. Just the broadcaster for the Saugerties Stallions.
That's the best superhero in my book. As Miller digs in, ready to receive the 1-2 pitch from Neglia. Hernandez off of second. Conhurst leading off first. Neglia comes set. He deals the 1-2. Swung and fouled right towards the batting cage again. Down the right field line.
Similar result to the first pitch. Miller's early on the Neglia's changeup. First put it to the pitchers in right field. Now to the bleachers in right field. He's early on the changeup.
It's smart to use the changeup here against a lefty batter because it's going to tail away from him instead of a curveball that'll go inside. The 1-2 to Conhurst is skied in the air right over around third base. Marcano's under it, but he'll be called off by Byram Hott, and he'll retire the side. Neglia strands 2 here in the top of the 4th. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. A beautiful night here at Cantine Field here, AJ.
The beautiful night here at Cantine. As we can see in left field, a beautiful sunset here at 8:09 p.m. on Monday, June 17th.
I do mention beautiful, but don't let that take away the fact that it is scorching out right now.
Very hot day here in Saugerties, but a better day for baseball. Still 1-0 Saugerties here in the bottom of the fourth. Saugerties 3 hits, Boonville 5, and both teams no errors.
A very clean game defensively so far for both sides. As we're set to get started here in the bottom of the fourth, Matt McIntyre due up. His first at bat, he singled. As the first pitch to McIntyre, it's a fastball taken for strike one. Oliver working efficiently, already set to deliver the 0-1. It is skied out to right center field by McIntyre. Avicino chasing it. It's going to bounce off the bottom of the wall. McIntyre routing second. He's going for third. The throw will be not in time. A triple here for McIntyre to start off the bottom of the fourth for the Stallions.
McIntyre definitely listened to us before his first at-bat. We said 3 hits, 4 hits against a team like this is exactly what a struggling hitter at this time needs. 2 for 2 on the day, a triple in the bottom of the fourth, and a single in the bottom of the second.
Big hit there from McIntyre, setting up Justin Ford with pretty much unlimited possibilities to get him in here.
Justin Ford, like we said, coming into this game, batting a .357, already has a single on the day, just looking to do another job here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Justin Ford got hit by a pitch in his first at bat. The first pitch he sees in this one will be high and outside for ball one. Justin Ford not trying to do too much here in this at bat. Just any ball to the outfield will score McIntyre at first base. As the second pitch he sees is in there for strike one.
McIntyre on third, all smiles, finally seeing the beach as a volleyball and not like a golf ball.
Yeah, McIntyre got off to a hot start this year, but as you mentioned, kind of slowed down, and good to see 2 at-bats, 2 hits here from him early. As the 1-1 to Ford is swung and fouled back into the backstop, and the count will be 1-2 for Ford.
Ford here made for these moments with runner in scores position, like we said. A .357, 3 out of 10 times, he's on base.
Yeah, he's been very good for the Stallions this year, as you just mentioned. Looking to bring home McIntyre at third base here with no outs. The 1-2 to Ford is swung on and lined into the gap between first and second base. That'll bring home McIntyre. The Stallions lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Ford doing the same exact thing we saw against Albany. Came in to pinch hit for Tyler back in the bottom of the eighth. We saw an oppo hit to second base, exactly what he needed to do. He just did it again.
Yeah, keeping the ball rolling here early in this one. As the Boonville head coach comes out for a mound visit. There is no activity in the bullpen, so just a quick calm down here for Quinn Oliver on the mound.
Now a 2-0 game, Stallions leading an RBI so far by Conrad in the bottom of the third, and now another RBI by Ford in the bottom of the fourth. Teams both tied with 5 hits and no errors. A clean game of baseball here so far.
Yeah, it's been a pretty well-paced game so far. We've seen a decent amount of strikeouts as well in both pitchers, and looks like they're all set here, and we're going to be ready to resume action in the bottom of the fourth. Stepping up to the dish for the Stallions with Ford on first base will be Anthony Marcano. In the first inning, he popped out to Hernandez over there at first. And that was a good play by Hernandez over there at first base. Quinn Oliver comes set. Here comes the first pitch to Anthony Marcano. Upstairs, ball one.
scored on first. Another speedy base runner that the Saugerties Stallions have. Nothing in the outfield because he will come around second and come around third.
The Stallions done a really good job base running this year, as that one is up 2-0 to Marcano.
Oliver starting to hit a desperate mark here, just looking for strikes. We saw Dieter come around and score. Now we saw McIntyre come around and score. I'm curious on how many more runs the Stallions need to put up before they totally deteriorate him.
Well, before he gets pulled out of the game, yes. As Marcano follows the 2-0 pitch back into the netting, making the count 2-1. Marcano, not a guy you want to fall down in the count to, because if you make a mistake, he'll really make you pay, as we saw that one night. Hitting the ball over the tree in left center field. Quinn Oliver looks in for the sign. Checks on Ford at first base. He comes set. He'll check it forward. Ford is safe. Oliver comes set, ready to deliver the 2-1. Marcano swings and misses at the fastball, leaving the count at 2-2.
Anthony Marcano, a .321 hitter, coming to this game. The UMass Lowell product this season, now in the Pac Hub National Transfer Portal, looking for a great team to find as a new home.
And I'm sure he'll get a great team. He's been a very solid player all summer long, and he's been a great defender as well. As we were talking, there was a pickoff attempt at first base, and it got by Hernandez at first. Justin Ford's going to move all the way over to third, and he'll stay there.
Like we just talked about, the mishap of one throw, 2 bases now.
Yeah, the second time we've seen kind of a mishap from Hernandez at first base in the third inning. Yeah, third inning. He just didn't tag Dieter and would have had him out, and now he just didn't catch that one.
The first error of this game comes in the bottom of the 4th inning by Oliver.
Still no outs here for the Stallions in the bottom of the 4th, so a fly ball will score Ford at third. As Marcano fouls the 2-2 pitch out and over the netting.
As we check in the Boonville bullpen at right field, we see a pitcher warming up. Oliver might be seeing his last few batters here against the Stallions on this beautiful night.
And there's a lefty warming up in the pen for the Lumberjacks. Oliver comes set, ready to deal the 2-2 to Marcano. He delivers. Curveball hits Marcano, putting him on first base.
Another hit by a pitch from Marcano. Looked like it just hit off Cuniff's glove. Oliver confused on the call, saying he put his arm out, saying that's illegal and it should be a strike in most leagues.
Yeah, if he put that arm out, it is a strike, and Marcano will be out because he had 2 strikes on him. But the umpires are getting together here to discuss the at-bat. Let's see what their ruling is.
From over here, Casey, did you see anything definitive that said he put his arm out?
I didn't see anything about Marcano's arm being put out, but then again, I can't really see his left arm because we're facing his back. So, what's the call? He's safe at first base.
The call stands here, and that brings up.
That'll bring up Mario Travella. Mario Travella has already struck out in this one, looking to bring home Ford here with no outs. Now, Marcano is a big guy, but he does have the speed to steal a base, as we've seen him do a couple times here this year. He'll take his lead, and the first pitch to Travella is fouled back.
Travella, a Stallion with tons of power as well, demonstrated, giving the Stallions their first home run. Now they have 10. Stallions putting power anywhere on the field and any batter in the lineup as well.
Yeah, a lot of power coming from this lineup, and a lot of speed as well. Because you look at Mario Girella as he fouls that 0-1 pitch to the right side, and you're like, he doesn't look like a guy who has a lot of power, but he does, trust me.
Stallions second place in the PGCBL East Division, a half game behind the Amsterdam Mohawks. On Wednesday, we face the Mohawks at home, 7:05. And then on Thursday, we take a trip to Shuttleworth Park, where we face the Mohawks at their home for the first time this season.
Those will be two very good games to watch. Make sure you tune in here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. The count to Girella now is 1-2 as he watched the ball go by. He smacks the 1-2 pitch, fouling towards the bullpen over there on the Lumberjacks side. And we'll do the 1-2 again. Surprised to not see Marcano going yet with the first and third situation. As Trivella takes the 1-2 low to even the count at 2-2. Quinn Oliver comes set. He deals a 2-2 pitch. Trivella watches it in the dirt for the third ball. And that'll be the fourth full count of the ball game here for the Stallions. Well, not for the Stallions, in the game, excuse me.
Fourth full count here. We saw 13 yesterday. A completely different approach by the pitcher and the batter.
Absolutely. As the 3-2 Trivella is lined to left field. It's going to get down. Ford's going to come home to score. And the Stallions lead this one 3-0 here in the bottom of the fourth, the second run of the inning for the Stallions.
Trivella 1 for 2 on the day. We saw a K in the second inning, but that did not phase him this at-bat. Saw Justin Ford in scoring position at third. Said, hey, let's put one in left field. Let's make it drop.
A very solid at-bat there from Trivella, battling to a full count and then just poking one out there and getting a base hit and RBI.
Stallions starting to pick apart Oliver here. It took him 4 innings, but starting to really get the job done.
That'll bring to the plate Ben Williams. The first pitch he sees is a ball low and away. And Ben Williams' first at bat, he flew out to center field. The 1-0 to Williams. Taken for strike one. Quinn Oliver looks in for the sign. He shakes off one. Like second one, he'll come set. The 1-1 to Williams. Fouled and out of play. Back over the Lumberjacks dugout.
Williams knew that was his pitch. You could see he's frustrated down there at home plate. Knew that was my pitch. Just a tiny bit under it.
Yeah, Williams has struggled a bit here in the early going of the season. He's batting a 200 coming into this one. The 1-2 to Williams is low for ball two. As they check the swing there. It wasn't really much of a swing, so I'm surprised they checked it.
An interesting check there. Williams staying consistent, staying doable, and just keeping himself at this at-bat by all means possible.
And doing a really good job of battling. Quinn Oliver looking for the sign. He'll come set. Marcano leads off second. Trivella leads off first. The pitch is low in the dirt for ball three, the fifth full count of the game.
We saw 4 last batter, now 5 this batter. Trivella, 3-2, did a job.
Yeah, Quinn Oliver's got to be getting tired out there on the mound, throwing a lot of pitches in this inning, and it is already the fourth. We've seen activity in the bullpen, as we mentioned earlier. Here comes the 3-2 to Williams. He'll foul it off again.
7th pitch of the at-bat here for Williams. Just more and more pitches, just trying to get Oliver just to lose energy and just mess up.
Yeah, quality at bat here coming from Williams. As he's really going to make Oliver work for this at bat or for this strikeout or out, however you want to put it. Williams digs in for the 3-2 pitch again. Oliver shakes off the first sign, shakes off the second sign, shakes off the third sign, likes the fourth one. How many pitches does he have? Here comes Seth. Here comes the 3-2 to Williams, and it's way upstairs. A curveball that just got out of his hand. Kniff just doing a good job of going to get that one so Marcano doesn't try and steal home.
A disaster of an inning so far for Oliver, giving up, first batter, McIntyre, a triple. Then we go to Ford, hits a single, brings in McIntyre. We take the lead 2-0. Then next batter, Marcano, hit by pitch with Ford on first. After that, Travella gets up, hits a single, scores Ford. Then Williams comes up and gets walked. Not one out between all of these batters so far. Oliver having some trouble. Just came out of the game. Pitched 4 innings. Allowed 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error.
And he's responsible for the runners on base right now. But the Lumberjacks are going to make a Dallas Hot Wieners call to the bullpen, and we'll step aside here on the Stallions YouTube channel. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. New pitcher on the mound here for the Lumberjacks. This will be number 16. Having a tough time finding the name here. Give me 1 second. This will be Cade McWilliams.
The 5'10" rising junior from Arlington, Texas. Across the country he comes. A lefty pitcher, 185 pounds out of Hendrix College. What did he do this season?
This season so far, he has a 6.75 ERA with 9 1/3 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 12 hits given up.
Taking a look at his last appearance, June 13th, 4 days ago, against Albany in a loss, 5-4. 2 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and 2 hits.
The first pitch from McWilliams to Jeter is high for ball 1. Kind of getting thrown to the wolves here. The situation, bases loaded, no outs for McWilliams. Although he's not responsible for any of these runners, they're all under Oliver's line if they do come around to score.
Marcano at third, Travella at second, and Williams at first.
And the 1-0 is inside to Jeter. It's going to be 2-0. Something you don't want to see out of the bullpen from your pitchers is going down early.
Boonville's pitching staff, Oliver, started the first 2 innings flawless. 3rd inning, gave up a run. 4th inning, started to fall apart a little bit. A few walks, a few hits, and this is where we're at now.
As Jeter grounds that one just foul to the third base side. And Williams got aboard with a walk before we went to break here. But that was actually the first base on balls because Oliver only hit the other 3 guys that he walked. as McWilliams comes set to deliver the 2-1 to Evan Dieter. Dieter fouls this one back into the netting, and the count will be 2-2.
Starting at a 2-0, going to a 2-2. McWilliams just finding the zone, getting used to the mound, and just communicating with this pitcher right now.
Cade McWilliams comes set. Dieter pops this one up. Going to be playable over there for Hernandez. He's under it, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning for the Lumberjacks.
A tough break there for Dieter. Just got the lower half of it. Flying out to Hernandez. A few mishaps this game by Hernandez, but regaining the trust with the play right there.
He's made a good few plays on pop-ups. He caught one over the fence down the right field line earlier. And that'll bring up Mike Cuello to the dish. Mike Cuello is 0 for 1 with this one. Struck out in the first and got hit by a pitch in the third inning. The first pitch Cuello sees is outside for ball 1.
Cuello, one of the hit-by-pitch victims of Oliver, one of the 3. That's how it really started the run here in the bottom of the third to get the 1 run and start the lead.
Speaking of hit-by-pitches, one guy that gets hit by pitches a lot is not in the lineup tonight. That's Cuello. Skies that one to center field. Marcano ready to tag. Same with Trivella. Marcano will come in to score easy. Throw goes to third base. Trivella's safe at third. As I was saying before that happened, one of the guys not in the lineup tonight, Jared May, has been hit by 5 pitches, leads the Stallions.
Trivella doing exactly what needed to happen. Only 1 out. Sac fly is in play and did just that.
Very good at bat there from Cuello. And now to the plate for the Stallions will be Nate Manley. The catcher tonight for the Stallions. Line out to short and popped out to short so far in this game. I like shortstop over there. The first pitch Nate Manley sees is in there for strike 1. Fastball caught in the lower third of the zone. McWilliams comes set. Fires a curveball low for ball 1.
Stallions need to adjust now, going from a right-hand pitcher to a left-hand pitcher. Complete different arm angles and sometimes different arsenals as well.
Yeah, and a lot of different movement because you have that tail, the natural tail of the lefty that can be very hard to hit. As Manley grounds that one to the hole, it's going to get by the shortstop Story, advancing Williams home, and Cuello's on base. Trivella scored, and Williams went to third base. Excuse me, I got mixed up there on my scorebook.
Trivella scoring there. Williams with a huge heads-up play. Saw miscommunication by left fielder and Story at short, and took third base as well.
Yeah, very good base running there from Williams. And Nate Manley will pick up his second RBI of the season, and the first pitch to Ethan Conrad will be low for ball 1.
Manley only playing 5 games, making an ultimate difference starting this game.
He's been very solid for the season on the season so far. Came to this one batting a .417, so keeping the ball rolling here. The 1-0 to Conrad. He'll watch it low for strike 1.
Conrad, 2 runners on, just looking to get another RBI. We saw one in the third inning on a blooper to left, but a hit's a hit in baseball, and a single's a single.
Yeah, exactly. In baseball, you'll take anything you can get because it's a very hard game to be perfect at. Ethan Conrad here with the 1-2 count. Cade McWilliams comes set. Manley leads off first, Williams off third. Here comes the 1-2. Conrad swings and misses. Strikeout, first strikeout of the night for Cade McWilliams. And that'll do it for the Stallions here in the bottom of the 4th. 4 runs come across to score. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined here by AJ DeBanetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. The Stallions doing a really good job on offense in the last half inning, AJ.
A new pitcher on the mound. What a great job by Neglia.
Yeah, Neglia had a very solid outing tonight. He went 4 strong, giving up no runs on 5 hits and, no errors. He also struck out 4. And no walks. Steven Rojas in for the Stallions, as we mentioned, taking over the reins for Marcio Neglia. He appeared 7 times. For Tampa this past year, had a 6.28 ERA and 15 strikeouts in those 7 appearances. Also a record of 2-0.
His first appearance here for the Stallions showed up a little late, but there's a reason why. Division II champion right here out of Steven Rojas. Tampa taking it all the way to the finals and winning it. So congratulations to Steven Rojas on that win. Looking to really do exactly what he did for Tampa over this year and bring it to Saugerties. And right here he's doing a job at the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, looking to bring that championship experience over here to Saugerties.
And Casey, winning the D2 College World Series in your freshman year, something hard to gather and understand because you're still growing up into the baseball world.
Yeah, you're very new to college baseball. In your first year, you're a champion. And that's something to be very excited about for Steven Rojas. And hopefully he takes that excitement and brings it here, and we can see a little bit of the fire that he's going to bring. As the first batter he'll face this season will be Charlie Pelliser, second baseman tonight for the Lumberjacks. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he'll lead it off here in the 5th inning for the Lumberjacks. The first pitch from Rojas is high for a ball. As Rojas delivered the second pitch, ball 2. Looking to settle down here and get his first strike. It's a Stallion. Steven Rojas is 2-0, is fouled back into the net.
Some new arms here for the Stallions. Yesterday's Nate Williams' first appearance, the Mississippi State product. Now today's Steven Rojas, the Tampa product.
And Nate Williams' very solid outing yesterday, giving up no runs in 1 2/3. And Rojas battling back here, now in a 2-2 count after that swing and miss. The 2-2 from Rojas. Off-speed pitch off the outside corner, ball 3. That'll be the 6th full count of the night in the game. The 3-2 pitch to Pelliser. In there, strike 3. The first strikeout for Rojas tonight, and the Stallions 5th.
First batter, first strikeout, making a noticeable difference in just your first batter. He did it at Tampa, and now he's doing it in Saugerties.
Yeah, good job settling down after falling behind 2-0 in that at-bat, and that'll bring to the plate Garrett Lineberger. Lineberger singled in his first at-bat, and the first pitch he sees from Rojas is a strike.
Lineberger, like you said, got a single in the top of the third. And then Josh Cuniff bringing him to second, one of the few runners in scoring positions today.
Yeah, Lineberger's going to pop that one up. It's going to fall in between the left fielder, center fielder, and shortstop out there in shallow left center field. And the first hit Rojas has given up on the Stallions comes off a bloop single from Lineberger.
Lineberger 2 for 2 on the day, just getting the ball where it needs to land. Really hit that ball in no man's land, where no one Hot, Travella, Dieter, and or Ford could get, leaving no one on second. Marcano had a cover.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that one if you're the Stallions defense, just middle of nowhere. As the first pitch he throws to Lopez is swung on in line to Hot over there at shortstop. He'll gather it and get the out at second base, retiring Lineberger.
Retiring Lineberger at second, Lopez, speedy guy onto first there. A slow roll to Hot, gave it to Travella, and just not enough to get Lopez out at first.
Yeah, absolutely no way you're getting him out with that speed and that slow of a hit. Now coming to the plate will be the catcher, Josh Cuniff. He had a single in his first at-bat. Rojas' first pitch is in there, high, strike one.
Rojas in mid-season form right now, literally just stopped playing baseball and is playing baseball again. Had no break, still on fire.
Absolutely is still on fire. That fastball looks lively out of his hand tonight. The 0-1 pitch to Cuniff is in there again, strike two.
Saugerties also gaining a pitcher with a winning mentality. When you win a D2 World Series, you want to come to Saugerties and win the PGCBL champion as well.
It's something the Stallions have been searching for the last couple of years. They did it a while back. As the 0-2 to him is fouled into the netting above the seating area.
Behind the plate, giving a catcher's perspective, Lopez being very jumpy at first here. Manley's got to keep an eye on it. Although it is 0-2, 2 outs, a man on second with a single scores a run.
Yeah, Rojas might not be worried about that runner at first because there is 2 strikes and 2 outs, as you mentioned, as he deals the 0-2. And it is fouled back over by the road towards the Saugerties High School over there. Yeah, but going back to that jumpiness on first base, if you don't really need to check on him right now, there's no need to. So, Rojas is going to pitch his pitches to Cuniff right now. The 0-2 is grounded to Hot at shortstop. He'll make the easy flip to Travella at second base. And the Stallions retire the side, leaving 1 runner on base. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Welcome back here to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. The first appearance we've seen from Rojas all year. AJ, how did it go?
Taking a look, I didn't hear you there, so it's the fans on it, so it took me a little bit. But taking a look at what Rojas did that inning, came in and caused chaos right away, facing Pellicer first striked him out, gave up a single to Lineberger. Next, a fielder's choice to Lopez by Hutt, and the same thing to Cuniff. So now, a successful inning by Rojas, and the top of the lineup next inning for Boonville Lumberjacks.
Yeah, just giving you the final line for Quinn Oliver, who came out of the ballgame last inning. He pitched 3 innings, giving up 6 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks and 2 Ks. And kicking it off for the Stallions here in the bottom of the 5th, this is going to be Byram Hott. Byram Hott so far tonight has a couple of ground outs, 1 to short and 1 to the pitcher. Although that one to the pitcher was hit very hard. McWilliams' first pitch to Byram Hott, grounded over there to Story. He'll field it and make the play at first base, retiring Hott with no issues.
A very similar at bat right there to Hott's first at bat. First pitch, first swing, an aggressive mentality. Just hits the grounder to Story, and the same result, but it's the swing you want. You can't get mad at it.
Yeah, hitting the ball a lot into the ground tonight, as you mentioned. It's his 3rd ground out. He's seen the ball well. He's just getting on top of it. Maybe something he'll fix going forward tonight or at practice in a few days.
McIntyre here, 2 for 2 on the day. We saw a single in the bottom of the 2nd, then in the bottom of the 4th, a triple.
Yeah, been a very solid night from McIntyre at the dish. Looking to continue that success here against Cade McWilliams. The count here to McIntyre, 1-0. As he pops it up over there on the first base side. Hernandez under it, and he'll make the catch. 2 outs here for the Lumberjacks quickly, and that'll bring Justin Ford to the dish. Already a single in this one, RBI, and he was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. It's the 3rd pop out over there to Hernandez. He's been busy tonight. The first pitch from McWilliams to Ford is a curveball in there for strike 1.
McWilliams really settled down after coming into the game. He got dealt the wrong hand of cards.
Yeah, he came in with bases loaded last inning. Thankfully for him, none of those runs go against his line, as Ford grounds that one under the glove of Lineberger there at 3rd base. He'll reach aboard. Still wondering how we're going to score that one.
Getting scored as a single there by Ford, making him, he got a hit by pitch in the bottom of the 2nd, now a single in the bottom of the 4th. Now we take it to the bottom of the 5th, another single. 2 for 2 for Ford.
Hey, good job tonight from Ford, and that'll bring Anthony Marcano to the dish, who has a pop out in this one and was hit by a pitch in his last at bat in the 4th inning. Came around to score. The first pitch Marcano sees is a fastball in there for strike 1. McWilliams comes set, ready to deal the 0-1 pitch to Marcano. Ford leads off first. It's fouled into the dirt. The count will go to 0-2.
Taking a look on the overall team stats today, Boonville, no runs, 6 hits, 1 errors. Saugerties Stallions, 5 runs, 1 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th, adding on 8 hits and no errors.
Yeah, very good job from the Stallions defense tonight, making all the plays when the ball is hit to them. The 0-2 to Marcano is upstairs for ball 1. Ford leads off first. McWilliams gives him a look. He deals to the plate. The 1-2 is low in the dirt for ball 2.
Casey, if you look out at center field, right field, left field, the skyline, orange in left, purple in right, and then a mix in center.
Yeah, very beautiful sky here tonight. Getting a little clip of the mountain behind those tree line. Just a beautiful scenery here at Cantine Field. As the 2-2 to Marcano is upstairs, making that the 7th full count of the night.
Seven full counts here in the bottom of the fifth. Like we said again, 13-10 against Albany.
And looking like we're on that pace here tonight. Probably can get up around that mark as Marcano watches a off-speed pitch high for ball 4. And the Stallions have runners on first and second with 2 outs.
McWilliams' first walk of the day. Did a great job last inning. Bases loaded, no walks. Just had 4 down first with 2 outs, and the batter got the better of him on that one.
And that'll bring Mario Travella to the dish. Mario Travella singled last at bat. The first pitch to Travella. He'll take it for strike 1. Travella lines that one in the left center gap. Lopez is not going to get it. Ford's going to come around to score. Marcano hustling. He's going home. The throw to the plate is not in time. It was a little bit offline. Marcano's going to score. Mario Travella brings home 2 runs with a triple.
Travella puts one in the gap, goes to second. Round second, goes to third. K's in the second inning, and I'm going to repeat myself, puts it in the paper shredder. Fourth inning, gets a single, an RBI. Now a triple, 2 RBIs. 3 RBIs on the day for Travella.
And that'll be the Stallions' 5th triple of the season. Haven't seen many of those yet this year. Comes from the bat of the speedy Mario Travella. And that'll bring to the plate Ben Williams, who we saw walk in his last at-bat, and he flew out in the 3rd inning to center field. I was like... Ben Williams fouls the first pitch he sees back into the netting. Ben Williams digs in here for the 0-1 pitch. McWilliams looking in for the sign. He'll come set. Travella leads off third. The 0-1 is swung and missed at. Curveball in the dirt there for Ben Williams.
Case, you said 5 triples for the Stallions all year. We got one by a McIntyre today and one by Travella. That's 2.
Well, then I forgot about that third. We have 6 actually, because we came in with 4. As Ben Williams swings and misses at that one in the dirt, and that'll do it for the Stallions here in the bottom of the 5th. The Stallions play 2. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined here by AJ DiBenedetto. And the Stallions play 2 in the bottom of the 5th. AJ, how did it happen?
What a great inning by the Stallions. Really picking up on McWilliams after his first inning shutout. Started off hot. First pitch grounded out to the shortstop. Then McIntyre flies in foul territory to Hernandez. Then the run starts coming around. Single by Ford, a walk by Marcano, a triple by Travella scores them both. Then Williams K's to end the inning, and Rojas is back for his 2nd inning of play.
Yeah, Steven Rojas did a good job last inning shutting down the Lumberjacks. got his first strikeout and was able to work out a little bit of a jam with him run on first. And the first batter he'll face here in the top of the 6th inning will be the leadoff man, Ethan Acevedo, the center fielder tonight.
Ethan Acevedo 0 for 2 on the day so far. Came in with a 231. Going to lower it, obviously. Looking for a hit here in his third at-bat.
Yeah, struggled in his first 2 at-bats so far, as you mentioned, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So, really just not seeing the ball well tonight. Let's see if Rojas can take advantage of that. As the count is 1-1, Rojas deals. It's high for ball 2.
Rojas still learning all these players, like we said, came to Saugerties a few days ago. A baseball team gels properly when it's taken its time.
Exactly. As he deals the 2-1 to Acevedo outside for ball 3. Hitter's count here for Ethan Acevedo. Let's see if he can get his first base knock of the night. The 3-1 from Rojas. Fouled by Acevedo over there by the fan area.
Brings it to a full count. Full count number 8 on the day.
It's a lot of full counts, only in the 6th inning. It's a 3-2 from Rojas is high, and Acevedo will walk aboard. First walk we've seen from Rojas here tonight, and the first walk we've seen from the Stallions pitching staff tonight. Marciano Neglia had 0. Rojas looks in for the sign against Josh Braxton. His first pitch to Braxton's outside for ball 1.
Acevedo taking a big lead at first there. If Manley behind the plate sees that, better be ready.
And Manley has a pretty strong arm there behind the dish. We threw out a runner at second base earlier tonight. And as we mentioned that, he tries to pick off a back pick at first base.
Manley saw it. Could have possibly heard me up here in the Stallions broadcasting booth.
Always listening to AJ DiBenedetto, the catcher from Long Island. As Manley wants to go and talk some game with Rojas on the mound. The hitter at the plate tonight, or right now, not tonight, is Josh Braxton, as I mentioned. Tonight he's 1 for 2, a single in the 4th inning, and a ground out to 3rd in the 1st.
Manley doing the correct thing to do. Talk to Rojas. You're still learning him. You're still learning how his pitches get thrown. And Rojas is still learning how Manley calls a game. Because it's 2 totally different components here.
Definitely. The catcher's perspective coming in play here in the Patco broadcast booth. Here comes the 2-0 from Rojas. And that's fouled back over the Lumberjacks dugout. The count will go to 2-1.
Rojas here, no outs, up 7-0. Maybe an extra look at Acevedo, who's definitely looking forward to go there at first.
Yeah, he's been real jumpy over there. The 2-1 from Rojas is way outside, and once again, saw a big jump over there from Acevedo at first base. Ross is 3-1 outside for ball 4, and he's walked the first 2 batters he's faced here in the top of the 6th. Pitching coach Rich Doobie is going to take a mound visit here, trying to calm down Steven Rojas, as he has walked the first 2 batters he has faced in the 6th inning. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. A little bit of a jam here. Rojas is on the mound. Braxton at second, Acevedo at first, and this will be Carter Story coming to the plate. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Rojas' first pitch to Story is in there for strike one. I am joined by AJ DiBendetto. I forgot to mention that before getting into the action. Rojas comes set, ready to deal the 0-1 pitch to Story. Curveball on the outside corner, misses, and the count will even up at 1-1.
Feeling more confident with that off-speed pitch. Obviously, Rich Doobie saying some important words with important messages, with a great mindset on success in pitching.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of wisdom from pitching coach Rich Doobie, as we mentioned before in this broadcast. 2008 World Series winner with the Phillies as a pitching coach. As Steven Rojas' 1-1 pitch misses for ball 2. Rojas searching for his first out of the inning. Here comes the 2-1. Ground ball up to Hot. He'll take it for the double play. Hot getting a slow ground ball right at second base, scooping it up and making the easy throw over to McIntyre at first base.
Exactly where Rojas needed a defensive break. He got it right there. A slow grounder to Hot from Story and takes it himself.
A very good play there from Byram Hot. A very good two-way player. Can do it with the defense, can do it with the bat, and that's why he is committed to Louisville. And it'll bring up to Hernandez to the dish. His first pitch is fouled in the dirt.
Hernandez, 1 for 2 on the day. A ground out to Marcano in the 2nd inning. And then in the 4th inning, a single. 1 for 2, looking to go 2 for 3. Rojas trying to stop that.
Rojas comes set. He delivers the 0-1 to Hernandez. Fouled back in on the road over there on the right side.
First 0-2 count here for Rojas in this inning. Really just found this batter to just take the opportunity to get ahead.
Let's see if he can escape the jam right here. Rojas with the 0-2 count, looking to strand Acevedo at third base, and he'll step off. And we'll do it again. Rojas looking to strand Acevedo at third base. Here comes the 0-2. Swung and miss. He strikes out Hernandez and strands Acevedo at third base. Another solid inning from Steven Rojas. And we'll step aside here in the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ DiBendetto here in the Patco broadcast booth. We're in the 6th inning here. The Stallions due up. We have Evan Dieter, Cuello, and Manley. And AJ, been a pretty solid game from the Saugerties pitching staff so far.
Stallions really just shutting it down at the mound, and defensively we saw some trouble, some runners in scoring position, but that didn't faze anyone. Double play by Hot, double play by McIntyre, and it just really solidifies how effective the Stallions defense can be.
Yeah, they've had their struggles as of late. Coming into yesterday's game, they had 12 errors in 8 games, but they've been pretty clean defensively since then. No errors yesterday, no errors so far today, and a lot of spectacular plays. Here comes Evan Dieter to the dish. So far tonight, he has a single, came around to score later on, and he has a pop out to the first baseman. Oh no, excuse me, I had that right. First pitch he sees is ball.
Exactly the game the Stallions needed. They're 2-0 against Glen Falls, looking for their 3rd win in a row.
Yeah, definitely searching for that 3rd win in a row after that hot 7-0 start they were off to. Looking to build another long winning streak. A 2-0 to Evan Dieter. It's high for ball 3.
Looking at the Stallions' next few games tomorrow, taking a trip to Oneonta. Wednesday, home against Amsterdam. Thursday, away at Amsterdam. Off Friday and Saturday. A tough game Wednesday and Thursday the Stallions need to be prepared for.
They definitely be prepared for that one, as they are chasing the Amsterdam Mohawks. We're in 2nd place right now. Mohawks ahead by half a game in 1st place. As Dieter watches the 3-1 pitch in there for strike 2. That'll be the 8th full count of this ball game. The 3-2 to Dieter. He'll swing and miss. McWilliams with his first strikeout of the night, coming by way of the curveball. And that'll bring to the plate Mike Cuello. Mike Cuello had that sacrifice fly to center field in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Cuello continuously doing a good job of just getting on base. That's why they're batting him 1 today.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit last night. He went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but showing why he can be so effective tonight with getting on base twice, or actually, excuse me, getting on base once with an RBI. As Cuello watches the 1-0 pitch outside, or actually inside, watch the 1-0 pitch for strike 1. The 1-1 to Cuello. It'll get the top 3rd of the zone for strike 2. McWilliams working efficiently here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-2 to Cuello. In the dirt, ball 2.
Cuello looking to continue his hitting campaign, continue to up the average, and start to make himself a solidified number 1 batter for the Saugerties Stallions lineup. He's more than capable of it.
Yeah, Cuello has a lot of speed, which is very good when you have a lineup like Manley, Conrad, and Hott behind him. As he sees ball number 3 in this at-bat, making this the 9th full count of the game. And 2nd in a row. The 3-2 to Cuello. He'll foul that one back and off the netting. And we'll do the 3-2 one more time.
7 pitches this at bat for Cuello. 7 different pitches here from McWilliams. Looking to see who's going to win the battle here.
The 3-2 from McWilliams to Cuello. In the dirt, ball 4, and Cuello works a walk.
Williams wins that one and finds himself on first.
You said McWilliams wins that one, but you meant to say Cuello wins that one.
Cuello wins that one. That's exactly what I meant.
It's all good. We all do it. And that'll bring you to the plate Nate Manley. Nate Manley in this one lining out to the shortstop in the 1st inning and then popping up to the shortstop in the 3rd inning and then getting a 2 RBI single in the 4th.
Now with the lefty on the mound, Casey, you got to keep yourself aware that he doesn't need to take a step towards the plate.
Yeah, a lot more dangerous to try and steal on a lefty because he's looking directly at you and he knows what you're trying to do. As the first pitch he throws to Manley is in the dirt. Good job there from Cuniff to block that one.
Keeping a runner out of scoring position, one of the biggest responsibilities here as a catcher, because it just causes problems.
The 1-0 to Manley. Cuello takes off. Very late throw there from Cunningham. Looked like he kind of hesitated.
Kind of taking an extra step. Couldn't get a great grasp from up here, but it looked like he didn't grip the ball great enough.
Yeah,
Re-gripped it, took an extra step. Cuello got the 2 steps from that extra step from him.
Definitely took a second there in the transfer from the glove to the throwing arm. Here comes the 2-0 from McWilliams to Manley. Manley will swing and miss at a fastball on the outside half. And the count will go to 2-1. Cuello leading off second base. McWilliams looking for the sign. He'll come set. Checks on Cuello and delivers a curveball that Manley smokes into the right center gap. It's going to get over Acevedo's head. Cuello rounding third. He'll come home to score. Manley on his horse. He's going to get into third base with a triple. And the Stallions play another one here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The score 8-0.
Manley now 2 for 4 on the day. 2 RBIs in a similar game to what he had against Glen Falls on Saturday.
Very solid swing there from Manley. And that was deep into the right center gap. If that was hit anywhere else in this ballpark, like besides center field, left or right, that was gone. And that'll bring to the plate the power hitting right fielder, designated hitter, center fielder. He can do it all out in the outfield. Ethan Conrad. The first pitch to Conrad's is low for ball 1.
Conrad having a little bit of a struggling day. Flew out to left field. Then he got a single with an RBI. I wouldn't call it a rough day. Actually, I was reading the wrong name.
But we have seen a strikeout from Conrad in this game and yesterday's game, which is very uncharacteristic. He only has 5 on the season so far. McWilliams ready with the 1-1 pitch to Conrad. He fires. Conrad pops that one up into center field. Too shallow for Manley to tag over there at third base, and then it'll be 2 outs for the Lumberjacks here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Just more of a lunging swing, just kind of forcing his arms out. A hard thing to fathom sometimes, but an at-bat, you forget about this one, you move on to the next.
Exactly. Now coming to the plate will be Byram Hott. Still looking for his first hit in this one. 3 groundouts so far for Byram Hott. Looking to bring home Manley at third base. The first pitch to him is low in the dirt for ball 1.
Stallions with 2 outs in the 4th inning saw nothing else than 2 outs and pretended there was 0. Scored 4 runs with 2 outs. Doesn't matter the outs for the Stallions here.
Very good job of rallying there in that 4th inning for the Stallions. As Byram Hott fouls the 1-0 pitch back into the netting right in front of the VIP section.
And a shout out to all the Saugerties Stallions fans coming out to Cantine today and or watching the Pack Cub Transfer National YouTube channel. We thank you.
Yeah, great showing here tonight on a Monday night. So thank you all for coming from work to watch this one. Count's going to be 2-1 here to Byram Hott. McWilliams comes set with the 2-1. He delivers. Byram Hott grounds that one foul past the third baseline.
Hott, like you said, looking for his first hit. Last 2 at-bats, ground out to short.
Yeah, he's grounded out short twice in this one. He's also grounded out to the pitcher. That was a very hard hit ball, just unfortunate because it hit off of Oliver, and he was able to guide himself and make the throw over. Here comes the 2-2 to Byram Hott. He watches it in the dirt for ball 3, making that the 10th full count in this one.
Stallions seem to be going down 0-1, 0-2, and they forget about the count. They choke up, and they do exactly what they're told to do. Fight till you can't.
They've done a very good job of battling in counts this year, AJ, and they've done a great job of drawing a lot of walks as well. As the home plate umpire dusts off home plate, we'll get ready to do it again here with the 3-2 count. Hott digs in. McWilliams is set. Manley leads off third. He delivers. It's high, ball 4, and Byram Hott will reach base for the first time tonight.
Exactly what Hott needed, just a little bit of a break just to get himself right back on the base path and just forget about the last few at-bats.
And it looks like Lumberjacks head coach wants to talk things over on the mound here after that walk to Byram Hott.
Casey, taking a look in right field, McWilliams doesn't look like he's coming out anytime soon. Not a catcher, no pitcher, no one down there really warming up yet.
And not really anybody, just two bullpen catchers down there having a good time, maybe having a good conversation. And there's actually no bullpen in the Saugerties bullpen either, so it looks like Rojas will be coming out for his third inning of work in the top of the 7th.
And Casey, we came into this game with 5 triples. We saw one by four triples. We have 3 today. So the Stallions' speed and their power are working together, conjoining as a force and doing damage to the Boonville Lumberjacks.
Yeah, 3 triples you don't see very often in one baseball game, and we're getting a treat tonight. The Stallions up 8-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. As the first pitch here to Matt McIntyre is inside for ball 1.
Matt McIntyre just looking to take the same approach he's been taking his last few at-bats. A single in the 2nd, a triple in the 4th.
Yeah, and if McIntyre can plate these 2 runs and the Stallions can get 3 outs in the top of the 7th, this one's over, AJ.
The PGCBL Summer 2024 League rules state any team up by 10 runs in the 7th inning or after wins the game by a mercy rule.
And we've seen a couple of mercy rules from the Stallions this year. Hopefully we'll see one tonight. As the 2-0 is high for ball 3. McWilliams kind of losing the zone here.
Going from an 0-2 to Byram Hott to start it off. Now a 3-0 to Matt McIntyre.
Manley leads off third as the 3-0 is in the dirt. The bases are loaded here for the Stallions with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Justin Ford coming to the plate next.
Justin Ford so far, 2 singles and a walk, doing an absolutely great job at the plate today, doing nothing more than he has to.
Justin Ford got hit by a pitch in that 2nd inning. So not really a traditional walk, but he'll take it. McWilliams comes set. Here's the first pitch to Ford. High for, in there for strike 1. I thought it was high.
That looked like one of the balls dealt to Matt McIntyre, but the home plate umpire thinks differently.
McWilliams comes set, ready to deal the 0-1 pitch to Ford. He fires. In the dirt, low, ball 1.
McWilliams continuously going back to the off-speed, the changeup, the curveball. Just finding the love for it. As a lefty, you'd love the off-speed pitch.
Definitely love the off-speed pitch as a lefty, as he can have so much movement already. And the 1-1 is in there at the knees. Strike 2 to Justin Ford.
Justin Ford with 2 questionable strikes this at-bat, but as a batter, you just got to forget about it, do what the umpire says, and complete the at-bat.
Yeah, the sound director here disagreeing with that call. Here comes the 1-2. He grounds it to the right side. Pelliser picks it up, and he'll retire forward at first base. The Stallions strand 3 after plating 1. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ DiBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. Steven Rojas on for his 3rd inning of work. Pitched pretty flawlessly so far, only giving up 1 hit so far, and he struck out 1. Rojas will be facing Conhurst, Miller, and Pelliser here in this inning. As Manley will throw down his last warm-up pitch, and we're going to get set to do it here in the top of the 7th inning. The Stallions lead this one 8-0. Leading it off for the Lumberjacks here in the top of the 7th inning, excuse me. This will be number 9, Hugo Conhurst. He's the extra hitter tonight.
Steven Rojas starting his 3rd inning, pitched off strong with a strike 1.
Very strong outing from him so far, as his 0-1 is low in the dirt for ball 1. Conhurst tonight going 1 for 2 with a pop out to first base and a single.
Casey, taking a look in right field, we see the Boonville Lumberjacks warming up a new arm. Looks like McWilliams' night might be over. Did a great job at the mound.
He did a solid job on the mound tonight. Rojas falling down here. 3-1. His pitch to Conhurst is low and outside for ball 4. This is the first batter Rojas faces here in the top of the 7th. Will draw a walk.
So far, Rojas walking 3 batters, still getting into the Stallions' groove. Nothing to worry about. Still have given up 0 runs as a team collectively so far through 6 innings of play.
We've seen Rojas with some runners in scoring or not in scoring position. Well, actually, we have seen that too. But with runners on base, and he's been able to get out of all the jams so far. As his first pitch here to Jax Miller is high for ball 1.
5th straight ball for Rojas, looking to get right back into that strike zone.
His 1-0 is bunted down the 3rd baseline. Marcano fields it. Will have no play because the speedy Jax Miller using his speed.
Stallions got to be careful there. No one covering 3rd. Could have went to 3rd there.
Yeah, you're actually right. That could have been, if he was paying attention, Conhurst at second base, he could have stolen 3rd base. Lucky there for the Stallions. There is some activity in the Stallions bullpen now, so this will either be Rojas' last inning of work, or they'll get taken out this inning. We'll see. Now at the plate will be Charlie Pelliser. Charlie Pelliser has 2 strikeouts in this one. And he tried to score around for a bunt on that first pitch. We'll see if he'll do it again, trying to bunt the runners over into scoring position. Pelliser squares. He'll pull it back as that was a high curveball for ball 2.
Taking a look at the Boonville Lumberjacks strategy here, having not a ton of trouble getting hits. The trouble is bringing the hits around to score.
Yeah, they've had a lot of trouble trying to bring around those runners, as you mentioned. They have 7 hits in this one, and they have a couple walks, and they haven't been able to play any of them.
Like you said, no runs, but 7 hits. Looking to bunt over, get second and third, possibly no outs, maybe 1 out. They're just looking to get the runners in.
Somehow, some way, as Manley is done chatting with Rojas on the mound, we'll resume here with a 2-0 count to Pelliser. Rojas' 2-0 is fouled back off of Manley's face mask. AJ, how does that feel?
Keeps you confused a little bit, keeps you out of control. But in reality, you got a mask on for a reason.
Exactly.
I don't think that it hit Manley the hardest. I think that hit the home plate umpire the
Really?
hardest. They do not have a back part of the mask. Looks like he got the back part of his head. Manley doing the kind gesture. Bringing it out to Rojas, give the home plate umpire a second, and they'll restart this game on a 2-1 count, no outs.
Yeah, Rojas looking to settle down here with the man on first and second. Trying to get his first out of the inning. Maybe roll a double play, help him get out of the situation.
Casey, taking a look back at Rojas' Tampa stats, he was mostly a relief pitcher coming in 7 appearances, 2-0. No saves, but pitching 14 in the third innings with a 6.28 ERA and 15 Ks.
Yeah, 15 Ks in 14 innings. That's pretty solid work there from Rojas at Tampa. As Pelliser squares again, and Rojas misses with a curveball outside.
Very repetitive on the bunt idea, obviously wanting to make it happen.
Yeah, looking to put those runners in scoring position for Lineberger to come bring him home. Interesting not trying to bunt that one as it was a strike. And that'll be the 10th full count of the night in this one. Rojas comes set. His 3-2 pitches fouled out of play. And we'll do it again.
7th pitch of this at-bat for Rojas and Pelliser. Rojas looking to come up on top and get the first out in the top of the 7th inning.
Conhurst leads off second, Miller off first. Rojas comes set, ready to deal the 3-2 pitch here to Pelliser. He delivers, and Pelliser goes around on a curveball in the dirt. First out of the inning here for the Stallions, and the third strikeout for Rojas tonight.
That's 3 strikeouts for Pelliser, 3 for Rojas. But the real shout-out right now goes to Nate Manley behind the plate. Multiple drops and blocks, a throw-out at second, saving a possible run, and just no pass balls today.
Yeah, the Stallions catchers have been very solid as of late, as we mentioned earlier on the broadcast. Blackmore doing a good job yesterday, and Manley doing a good job so far tonight. And the first pitch to Lineberger will be a strike in there on the outside corner.
Linebacker looking to do the same thing as Pelliser. They're giving the bunt sign. He has a bunt intention right now.
Yeah, Lineberger has been pretty effective at the plate tonight. He's gotten 2 singles so far, so not a guy I would bunt in this situation. I want him to hit as he scores around.
Very repetitive on the bunt. That's now 2 batters in a row. 3 batters in a row. I'm sorry. 3 batters wanting to bunt. You got a man on second, man on first, and Garrett Lineberger at the plate.
Yeah, Jax Miller got a board on the bunt. That was, Anthony Marcano couldn't field in time to make the play over there. Lineberger squared again, but pulled back, and it was a strike.
I'm curious what the thinking is here. Strike down the middle and pull back on the bunt.
We saw that on the last at-bat, too, from Pellicer, so I don't know if we're just trying to play mind games or what. Here comes the 1-2 from Rojas. Curveball in the dirt. Great block by Manley again.
Manley continuing in his legacy game behind the plate today, doing an absolute fantastic job with anything coming his way, any obstacle.
Yeah, he's having a fantastic day behind the plate and at the plate with a single, a triple, and 3 RBIs. Here comes the 2-2 from Rojas. It's curveball in there, strike 3, and Rojas has gotten the last 2 batters to go down on strikes after walking the first and allowing a single. It looks like head coach Colin Martin's going to come out here and make a pitching change, and that'll do it tonight for Rojas. We'll have his final line for you here in just a minute. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined by AJ Benedetto here in the Pack Home broadcast booth. A little trouble saying your last name there, AJ. We can't give you Rojas's full final line yet, as the runners on second and first are his. But new pitcher on the mound, Ben Keefe. AJ, what do we have on him?
Ben Keefe so far appeared in 3 games, has a 0.000 ERA. And started the game actually, pitching 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, only 3 walks allowed, and 4 hits. His last start, June 11th at Utica, in a 5-4 loss. He pitched 3 innings and struck out 4.
Yeah, Keefe's been very solid arm on the mound for the Stallions this year, pitching 3 innings in his last 2 outings. As he is set to start his night here against Josh Lopez. As Lopez pops the first pitch he sees right up to Mario Trivella at second base. He'll make the easy out, and Keefe will strand the runners at first and second. We'll step aside here on the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel. I am Casey DeSalle, joined here by AJ DiBenedetto in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. We have Steven Rojas' final line for you. He went 2 2/3 innings, giving up no runs on 2 hits, 3 walks, and 4 Ks.
An absolute great start. A very similar start to Sean Dertinger in his first start for the Stallions. Same thing as Nate Williams, giving up no runs.
Yeah, the new pitchers have been really solid for the Stallions so far. And now we also have a new arm on the mound for the Lumberjacks, and this is going to be the previous first baseman, Alan Hernandez.
Alan Hernandez batting a .333 at the plate, but also has no stats on pitching yet. So I'm going to guess this is a position player pitching right now as they are down 8-0. But if you take a look at the hits, Stallions 10 hits, Boonville 7.
Yeah, the Stallions done a very good job of putting themselves in a winning position tonight. Pitching has been dominant. There's been lots of traffic on the base pass for them. Looking to continue that here and maybe end the game with a run rule with 2 runs coming across. And taking over at first base for the Lumberjacks will be Nathaniel Vasquez. The first pitch, Marcano sees a strike. A second, a curveball in there. 0-2.
Hernandez starting early with 2 strikes. I think his goal right now is to throw strikes.
Yeah, that was something that McWilliams was starting to struggle with there towards the end of his outing.
Seeing some velocity out of Hernandez. A 4-seam fastball on that last pitch, making it 1-2.
Yeah, Hernandez looks like a big guy out there on the mound. I mean, he is 6 foot, or no, that's Daniel, excuse me. As Marcano pops this one up over there on the towards the right field line. And Miller will catch that one without a problem.
Jackson Miller almost looked like that ball came out of his glove, actually, from over here. Called ball, maybe lost it in the light.
And that'll bring to the plate Mario Travella. He's 2 for 3 tonight, one of those triples. A single and a strikeout. First pitch he sees is bounced off the plate. Ball 1.
Travella looking for another hit here. Doing a great job today at the plate. Came into this game batting a .321. Just looking to keep that average up.
As Travella hits this one deep to right field. Miller going back. He able to get it. It's down 1 hop on the wall. Travella looking to go 3. Now he's going to stop at second base.
Exactly what he wanted to do there. An opposite field double over Jax Miller's head. He can hit it to left, he can hit it to center, but he can also hit it to right.
And Mario Travella showing that sneaky power for his size that we saw in that first game. He hit a home run, and that was a pretty deep shot out there to right field from Travella there. Now to the plate is Ben Williams. Ben Williams lines this one, and Lineberger cannot come up with it. He'll reach the board with a single. Stallions in business here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Stallions continuing to hit. It's the name of the game. But Mario Travella taking advantage and taking third. Now a sac fly gets him in, and Ben Williams hitting an absolute scorching ball to the hot corner at third and getting a single.
That'll bring up Evan Dieter here. Evan Dieter tonight has a single, a strikeout, and a pop out to the first baseman. The first pitch Dieter sees is upstairs for ball 1.
Dieter 1 for 3 today, having a single in the third and just continuing to kind of slow down throughout the game, looking to get another hit here.
The 1-0 he sees is in there for strike 1. Travella leads off third. Williams off first. Evan Dieter swings at that pitch in the dirt, making the count 1-2.
For Hernandez being 6'3" and playing first base, obviously having a hitting ability, he's a good pitcher as well. Showing some off speed, showing a few fastballs.
And definitely a two-way player here. We thought he was just a position player trying to eat up innings because it's a blowout right now. As that one hit off of Evan Dieter's bat, he didn't bring it down, so that wild fastball nicked off his bat into the netting behind home plate.
It happened so quick I couldn't even get the time to look at it.
Yeah, I barely caught that one, but I knew something was off when the ball was on a completely different trajectory path. So, unfortunate for Dieter, as it could have been a run and a ball for him. Hernandez with the 1-2. Dieter hits this one hard on the ground. It's going to get under the glove of Story at shortstop. That's going to be an error, the second error of the night for the Lumberjacks.
That's 2 for the Lumberjacks, and the Stallions still stick at 0, doing a better job on the error side than they have these past few games, making it one of the best since the start of the season, actually.
Yeah, and that ground ball there is going to plate Travella at home, making this one a 9-0 ball game. Williams at second is the winning run. Coming to the bat here is Mike Cuello. Mike Cuello walked aboard last time, came around to score on that RBI triple for Manly. Hernandez's first pitch to Cuello is outside and past Cunniff for ball 1, and Williams will advance and Dieter will advance, putting both runners in scoring position here for Mike Cuello.
Casey, one more run and this game is over. Cuello puts one in the outfield. You had a speedy Williams at third, just looking to hit home plate, and the Stallions go home happy.
They're pretty happy right now, but they'd definitely be happy with a mercy rule again here, as the second pitch to Cuello is upstairs for ball 2. Anything that gets by Cunniff could also be that last winning run, so really has to be sharp here if you're the Lumberjacks. The 2-0 to Cuello. In the dirt. He did not go around, making the count 3-0. Good block there from Cunniff, not allowing that run on third to score.
Cunniff with heavy pressure now, like you said. Could have had lower pressure. 1 got by, 2 got by. It's an everlasting loop sometimes.
Now the Lumberjacks are going to bring the infield in. As Cuello watches the 3-0 pitch outside, yes, and he'll walk.
I think himself thought that was a strike. Umpire thought differently.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. He either thought it was a strike or forgot to count. And that'll bring to the plate the man that had the triple in the last inning, Nate Manley.
Taking a look at Manley, certainly looking like our Saugerties Stallions player of the game. 3 RBIs, a triple, a single, and looking to do more.
The first pitch to Manley is a ball in the dirt. 1-0 count
Hernandez
here.
has to be careful now, Casey. A walk, a sac fly, a pass ball. This game is over.
Yeah, a lot of ways the Stallions can win this one, and the one thing he's looking for now is a ground ball to low play. Here is the 1-1 to Manley. Manley lines that one into center field. That's going to bring home Ben Williams, and that's going to end the game for the Stallions. They win this one 10-0.
Manley doing exactly what they wanted him to do. 4 RBIs, and just what a game by the pitching staff. No errors. The defense, no errors. The hitting, 13 hits and 10 runs. That's 3 in a row for the Stallions.
And the Stallions have been on fire as of late. They've put up more than 10 runs in 3 out of their last 4 ball games. So the offense coming to life here as of late, and it's going to be needed heading into this week as we have a pretty busy schedule coming ahead.
Like we said, tomorrow traveling to Oneonta, 6:45 game time start. Then on Wednesday we're home against Amsterdam, the rival. Thursday away at Amsterdam. 3 entertaining games. Tune in to the Saugerties Stallions YouTube channel, and we'll see you later.
That's going to do it for us here tonight. For Casey DeSell and AJ DeBenedetto here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. Have a good night.
See you later, everyone.
DeBenedetto.